Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're an absolute beginner stepping into the world of AI-assisted coding for the very first time, you are in exactly the right place. Taking that first step? Yeah, it can feel incredibly daunting, especially when you're staring down complex software installations. But today, we're going to guide you through a foolproof, completely anxiety-free setup of your new Google Antigravity 2.0 environment. By the time we wrap up, you'll have a powerful, safe, and fully functional AI workspace ready to go. And the best part? You absolutely don't need a computer science degree to make it happen. Let's get your foundation built perfectly.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Avoiding the updater trap. 2. Choosing your essential tools. 3. The safe installation sequence. 4. Importing your workspace settings. 5. Setting AI permissions. And finally, 6. Keyboard modes and launch.
Section 1. Avoiding the updater trap and the 1.0 upgrade warning.
Now, if you are starting completely from scratch today, you can relax for a sec. But if you have that old 1.0 Integrity shortcut sitting on your desktop, pay close attention. Do not click your old desktop shortcut. I repeat, do not try to use the internal auto updater to move from version 1.0 to 2.0. See, with this major update, Google completely rebuilt Antigravity. They fundamentally shifted it from a single application into two separate systems. Because of this structural split, the old 1.0 updater gets deeply confused. It looks for files that just don't exist in the same way anymore, and it falls into this infinite sluggish loop, displaying a pop-up that says installation in progress. Please wait, literally forever. It will just freeze your system.
Well, what if you've already clicked it and you're currently stuck? Here is exactly how you fix it. Open your Task Manager on Windows or Activity Monitor if you're on a Mac. Look for a process named Antigravity or Code OSS and force quit it immediately. That kills the stuck installer. Next, you're going to need a clean slate. Open your File Explorer, navigate to your local App Data Programs folder, and completely delete the legacy Antigravity folder. And let me reassure you right now, doing this will absolutely not delete your local project source code or any coding files you've been working on. It simply clears out the old software wiring so the new version can install perfectly.
Moving on to Section 2, choosing your essential tools and what to actually download.
When you head over to the official download page, you're going to see a few acronyms that can be honestly pretty confusing for a beginner. Let's decode these right now so you know exactly what you can safely ignore first. You'll see something called the CLI, or Command Line Interface. This is basically a lightweight tool developers use to run autonomous tasks entirely inside a text-only terminal window. If you are an absolute beginner, take a deep breath and ignore this completely. You do not need to worry about terminal commands or typing out code instructions in a blank black box today.
Next, you might spot the SDK, or Software Development Kit. Now, this is an advanced Python library. Software engineers use it to programmatically build standalone AI software or custom automated pipelines from scratch. Again, this is an incredible tool for advanced engineers, for sure. But it is not what you need to build your first basic project.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact difference. The CLI and SDK are advanced, script-based, and heavily rely on the terminal. But the desktop IDE and the 2.0 Agent Manager, those are built for you. They are beginner-friendly, they provide a beautiful visual command center, and they are entirely click-to-run. These are literally the only two things you need to download to get a complete visual coding environment right out of the box.
Section 3, the safe installation sequence, and our step-by-step guide.
Okay, head over to antigravity.google/download and download both the IDE and the 2.0 Agent Manager. Think of me as your Sherpa here. You must follow this exact chronological sequence. Step 1, like we just discussed, is wiping those 1.0 legacy folders. Step 2 is absolutely critical. Install the Antigravity IDE first. Seriously, do not skip this. Why? Well, there's a known bug in Windows where these two specific installers try to overwrite each other if they default to a similar parent directory. By installing the IDE first, it safely creates its own distinct directory. Only after the IDE is fully installed should you move to Step 3 and install the 2.0 Agent Manager. Finally, in Step 4, you'll open that Agent Manager and authenticate with your Google account.
Section 4, importing your workspace settings and migrating preferences.
Once you actually launch the Agent Manager, you might see a pop-up window asking if you want to download the IDE. Since you literally just installed it, safely ignore this, uncheck the box, and click Explore the new Antigravity. Next, the software is going to ask if you want to import from VS Code or start fresh. I strongly recommend you click Import. See, the Antigravity IDE is built on top of the open-source architecture of VS Code.
By importing, it automatically copies over any familiar dark or light themes, fonts, and keyboard shortcuts you might already be used to if you've dabbled in coding before. It gives you an instantly familiar working environment. And because version 2.0 creates a completely isolated workspace folder, this import process won't break or alter any of your previous setups. Starting fresh is really only needed if you have an ancient, cluttered system that you just want to abandon.
Section 5. Setting safe AI permissions and execution modes.
This right here is the most critical part of the setup, dictating the level of autonomy your AI has. Let's compare the two most important options. Review-driven mode is the absolute sweet spot for beginners. It acts like a collaborative pair programmer. The AI will write the code for you, but it pauses and asks for your explicit permission before it actually modifies your files or runs a script. This protects your sensitive projects against unintended code changes while still giving you a massive boost in speed. Then there's strict mode. This is highly secure, but much slower. The AI basically becomes a read-only assistant. It can look at your code and suggest things in a chat box, but it cannot touch your files at all.
You're also going to see agent-driven mode. Now, this grants the AI full autonomy to continuously modify files and run scripts without ever asking you. It's incredibly fast, yeah, but it requires a very high level of trust, and frankly, it's just not ideal for beginners who are still learning how their code even works. Finally, there's a custom configuration option for a hybrid setup. My advice? Keep it simple and safe. Stick with the pre-selected review-driven mode for maximum control and safety.
Section 6. Keyboard modes and launch are final options.
For your final configuration, you'll be asked how you want your keyboard to behave. You're choosing between normal key bindings and Vim key bindings. Think of normal key bindings like driving an automatic car. It operates exactly like Microsoft Word or Google Chrome. You point your mouse, you click, you type, and use standard shortcuts like Control-C to copy. Zero learning curve. Vim key bindings, on the other hand, that's like trying to fly a helicopter. It is a highly specialized keyboard-only mode that completely removes the mouse and has a massive steep learning curve. If you turn Vim on by accident, you won't even be able to type a simple letter without knowing specific commands. Do yourself a massive favor today. Leave it on normal.
So the crucial point is getting through these final, very satisfying clicks to launch your workspace. Just leave the extension setting on recommended. This ensures the AI fully understands your code. Click the blue Explore the new Antigravity button. Log in with your Google account to authorize your Cloud AI workspace. Then look over at the left side of your screen and open the Explorer tab. Click Select Project and then Add Folder. Simply select an empty folder on your computer where you want your brand new software to live. And boom, just like that, you are in. You've successfully bypassed the bugs, configured the ultimate beginner-safe workspace, and retained total, granular control over your AI assistant. So now that your environment is safely locked in, what incredible AI project are you going to build first? The blank canvas is waiting for you. Get out there and start coding.